I need to let that well top up again, because otherwise I will become unwell. And this is what has been happening. So this is where the choice I need to make. Do I try to fill this void with stuff to try and make it feel the same as it did? Or do I go out completely empty and realize that that is the perfect time for transformation? If we see a blackboard behind us that's got all writing on it, there is no room for us to write. But if we wipe that slate clean, that is a clean slate. It doesn't mean we've got to fill it straight away. Sometimes just having that blank slate or page to look at, because this is what's happening. When I am looking at the book of my future, the pages are blank. And I'm like, what's the story? What's the story? And I'm feeling myself going into this panic. But the story is not written. It's written in the stars, but it hasn't been written yet. I can go back to my old story because I know that. I know the characters. I know the places. I know the parts that everybody plays in it. But then I would just be going round and round and round and reading the same book over and over again. I've already got the knowledge and wisdom that was in that. I already know how it ends. So this is how we need to start this new page, okay? And they're saying there, pages within tarot are students. This is when you've gone through the aces to the tens, you then become the page. And it's like the first day of leaving school and you're suddenly out in the big wide world again. And this is where you start to learn. But our pain will take us to power. So when we see that something is ending and something is wrapping up now, it's letting it go, not hanging on, because this is what spirit wants us to do. This is our spiritual evolution. It's asking us to surrender and realizing that what was is not what will be. And if we have plans of where we're going or what we're wanting, this is what is going to come crashing down. These are these tower moments, because these tower moments it's encasing. If you think of a tower, it's encasing us and it's encasing our power. And eventually it is going to pop. That lightning bolt comes down and it knocks the crown off the tower so that there's a release. Because at the minute, we're all like pressure cookers. This top is there and it's like, poof, we're going to blow. So what we need to do is take the pressure off by actually saying anything that is happening to us now is here to allow us to create our future, not stay stuck in our past. Does that make sense? Because this Gemini moon is going to show us where we are caught in our heads, where we are a prisoner of our own thoughts. This is it. And this is the time it's got to end. We need to actually step beyond this. We're living in cages, but the door is wide open. We are the ones that hold the key and then wondering why we feel like we're in jail. It's because we get trapped in the wheels of our mind, and there is no clarity there. And what this Gemini moon is asking us to get clarity, pick a side, and let the old fall. This is the only way we're going to move forward. The only way we're going to move forward is to let the past go. And this is it, this is, we might have to grieve it. We might have to, look at it and see where we could have done things differently, but we don't fight it. If we're putting all our energy into fighting what's happened rather than fulfilling our potential, or rather than going through that opening door, we're trying to make that old door open again. We're wasting energy. So this is what this Gemini moon is saying. It's about being in meditation with the self. and also seeing where we have become our own jailers, where our thoughts are keeping us stuck, and where we need to go in order to step out of that jail that we've been in because of our own thinking. This is our challenge. Our challenge is crossing over. If anybody's seen the movie Eat, Pray, Love, there's a word in it, and it's attraversiamo, and it means to cross over. And this is it, because at the minute we've got one foot in the past and one foot in the future, and we're going fucking nowhere with that. So it's, what do we decide? Do we step back into the past where everything will be as it was? Or do we actually step into the future and go, I haven't got a clue what is in front of me, but I know it won't be boring. That was a David Bowie quote that's just come in there. So yes, it's beautiful. This is taking us to harmony. It's almost there. They're saying like this Gemini is like, it's like tuning forks for us. There is this fork in the road, but it's trying to get us to tune in to the life that is there for us, okay? And not, what they're saying is so important with this is that we need to realize that if we move on from the past, we are not losing anything. We will be taking with us everything we have learned and everything that was of value to us. Okay? What we can't take, we no longer need. So it's travel light, lighten our load, and realize that we will always take that experiences, them relationships, that love, whatever it was, them lessons. They are now a part of us because our soul has evolved with them. And we kind of go back to that. We kind of go back to that in the physical. But what they were meant to do and what they were meant to give us will stay with us as we go into our future. Okay? And this is about being secure within that. So yeah, that's this Gemini new moon. It's a bit of a I actually feel that this is a little bit of light relief, honestly, compared to the last month or compared to the last week. This Gemini moon is going to give us this little bit. It's going to be relief, I feel. And remember, Mercury's been retrograde as well. And that's asking us to review, reassess things and then release them. I think that goes forward on the 3rd of June, doesn't it? So sometime next week. So look at what has been coming up this last month or so, or this since the lunar eclipse, actually, like 2 weeks ago. What's been coming up for you? What has been your pain point? Where has your challenge been? And see where that has actually been working for you as a great teacher. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about that before I start with the cards and the readings for the signs? It's quiet today, but I think that's I'm on early as well, aren't I? So right, okay then, I'll just go into this. So like I say, if anybody knows, if anybody's seeing, if anybody's feeling where I should be, then let me know. I am open. I've got to be open to new experiences, new opportunities. I've got to take chances again. I've got to find this warrior, adventurer spirit, like Marco Polo, I think. Right, okay, so I'm going to go for earth signs first. So this is for this Gemini moon for earth signs. Right, okay. So earth signs. I feel with earth signs, it's like I'm getting here. Earth signs, you're in the mud. You're stuck in the mud, okay? This is what it feels like. I want to say that this isn't quicksand, okay? So don't worry. You're not going to be in above your head. But this is, you have kind of turned yourself off to your spirituality. You're not listening to your intuition. Your creative spark is like, it's you're trying, it's not working. And what this is saying is that you're actually blocking things yourself, okay? This is what it's saying. I'm sorry, but I've got to say it how it is. So this is asking you, earth signs, have you really, really let go of the past? You might say you are. You know, when I was saying about our words and actions aligning, are you really? Or is there this need for kind of, I don't know, wanting somebody to see your pain, wanting somebody to see your needs, wanting somebody to come along with a magic wand or the magic robe. Remember when you were a kid and you would fall over and your mom would come and give you the magic robe on your knee and it would instantly feel better? And earth signs, it's saying here, you're waiting for somebody to come along and give you this magic robe and make things better for you. You are the only one that can do that. But what I feel is, I feel that your sense of belief has gone. Your magic hasn't gone. You've misplaced it. And it's almost like, yeah, you're like, oh, I want somebody to take control. And it's going, but it's you. You need to take control here. You need to maybe do things in a different way, because it's not how you've always done stuff. Things are different now. The world is different. It's faster. And they're saying, check into your heart. Your heart will tell you where to go. Have that belief. You've closed your heart. That's it. You've closed it. You've closed it down, earth signs. And what you need to do is open it back up, because when you're closing your heart, you're stopping the flow. Okay? And this is saying being patient. It's almost like you're wanting something quick, quick, quick. It's not coming quick. Know that it is all unraveling in perfect timing. And if you don't accept this and see things as right, okay, everything is how it is, nobody is coming to save me. Nobody is coming to make it better. Nobody is coming to say they're there and wipe our brow. And also what we need to do is say that it's not up to somebody else to guide us on the path we need to be on. Okay? There's no tour guides coming and telling us to show us the way. This is about us making choices. And the reason you're stuck is because you're not making any choices. And this is why you're stuck in pain. And I get that, MJ. You know, you might feel lost, but I want to say with that, you're not lost. You just don't know where you're going. I remember once an aunt of mine saying to me, you're just lost, Tanya. This was like when I was going off on my travels years ago and whatever. And I said, no, I don't. I said, if I go out for a drive, okay, I have no desired destination. So it doesn't matter whether I go left or whether I go right. If I'm going to a destination and then I can't get there, then I'm lost. But if you're saying that and you're saying you're feeling lost, you're not lost. You just don't know where you're going. And this is what this whole Gemini moon is about. They showed me last night as well. They showed me an image of a maze. And being in a maze and like, right, where do I go? Which way do I go? And they said, look up. When you are in a maze or you feel that there's all of these kind of, blocks around you, stopping you from going where you need to or stopping you from getting out of this road, just look up and you will realize mazes don't have roofs on them, They don't. When you look up, you can see that you are free. Okay, so this is where we need to turn our eyes up to spirit, to have that trust and realize that this is part of our transformation. If we are wanting to be the fool and we are wanting to live this life of adventure and freedom and all of that, we have to click that reset button. Okay, we cannot take the old life with us. And the fool's number is 0. So this is what we're doing. We're resetting it. We're resetting the clock. And nothing is going to be like how it was because it's been reset. And this is where we have got to look for new tribe members. They're going to come in and not see this as, oh God, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. And I'm not saying that bad, MJ. I've gone through exactly the same. But what this is saying is, this is an opportunity, not a crisis. This is what we've been wishing for. This is what we've been hoping for. But we've got to do it alone. We cannot do it we cannot wait for our tribe to come and then all go off together like the famous five. No, that's not going to happen. We've got to go off and then our tribe will meet us on the road. It's like the Camino de Santiago, you meet people along the way. And this is what is happening. We're being guided. You think you're directionless? You're not. You're being guided. And you're being guided to a place of contentment and happiness and fulfillment. So please don't think that you are empty. If anything, if you're feeling empty, whether it's your bank account, whether it's your heart, whether it's your soul, whether it's whatever, know that it has just been drained in order so it can be filled up with stuff that is actually more nourishing for it. This is part of the healing process. This is part of you stepping into your power here. Okay, but it's not coming from anybody else. There is no security within this. There is no safety net and no safety blanket with it. Your safety blanket is in knowing that you're seeing the way the world works. You know that this is part of the bigger plan. And you know that you have to move on and move through any pain that is there in order to find your truth and in order to find the truth. So that is it. That's the shadow work coming in for earth signs. I hope that made sense. I need to watch that back because I really feel there was a big message in there for me there. I really feel that as well. I'm going to pull a spirit card for earth signs as well and then get on with the other ones. Right, so earth signs, please. Earth signs. God, that feels good. That feels good. I'm feeling something again. This is why I was led to work, I think, today. So 2 came out. We have La Natura and we have Karma. So this one says, La Natura this is for earth signs. You will give birth to something new, something beautiful. An idea manifests, the beginning of a new and wondrous journey. Blessings.